Apparent Winds, an adventure of a lifetime. A global expedition dedicated to collecting stories of environmental and cultural preservation while conducting marine research aboard sailing vessel Resilience.
In our last episode, we finally left Seattle for the first time. This was in many ways our maiden voyage and a major first step. Our plan was to sail a short distance from Seattle to the San Juan Islands. We needed to shake down the boat and we were looking for a good place to continue our repairs. At this point, we were already tired with bloody knuckles from working on the boat for a month. The work over the next few weeks would determine whether we'd make it to Alaska this summer or not.
An extra perk of stopping by the San Juan Islands was seeing family. We had a lovely time visiting with my aunt and cousins, and they were nice enough to lend us a car for a few adventures. So we went to go find some hills for the boys to skate.
The plan is to skate down this hill behind you here.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, a little nervous. Not too nervous.
Yes. What, am I supposed to be nervous?
I'm going to go very, very cautiously down this
Currently,
hill.
I'm not nervous. That wheel doesn't spin very well. That one does.
We're about to go down that hill.
Yeah, right.
Yo, did your wheel just fall off?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Tripp and I have been working on this ever since we got off J. Henry in January. We have been doing all of the background work, working on the website, putting together marketing decks, getting funding, all of the background things that need to happen first. And we were actually trying to buy another boat that ended up falling through. And so this boat was kind of a backup plan, but when we actually came to look at it, it ended up almost being better for what we're trying to do. It's got a larger bunk capacity, so more people can come on board and comfortably. And it has a giant aft deck that we can put research equipment on. It has this big salon space so that we can, do presentations in there, or scientists can set up equipment all on the table. I feel like the name Resilience is really telling of this process, because, we were going one direction, that fell through, and we completely had to change things around really fast, and then we found another boat, and there's a lot of problems with her, but every single problem is fixable. And she's got great bones, and it's a beautiful, amazing boat that's starting to feel like home, and that's pretty wonderful.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's crazy. Dude, that's nuts. This whole stack pack, this blue thing, is totally molded, and honestly, it's falling apart from UV damage. It just rips all the time. This sail has not been sailed until we did a sea trial just like a few weeks ago, this sail hadn't gone up for like 3 years or 3 to 5 years, however long they've owned it. And I don't even think it went up much before that. All this will come down. Hopefully it's not too much of a pain. It's gonna take all of us to clean it. And I'll take that permanent reef off the back of the sail, off the leech, wash the whole thing, and then what's gonna be really difficult is putting it back up. Because the sail's super heavy, and it was easy pulling these out the bottom of this car, off this track. But to push them all back up and stack the sail all back up here, I mean, ideally the wind would die down. So it's gonna be interesting. Ran it all the way out, scrubbed as much as we can down on this side, and now we're folding over the other side and getting as much as we can. We won't be able to get, basically past this point, but it doesn't look like it's so bad. And it won't be perfect, but it's gonna be a lot better. I mean, it was really bad.
So this is the first time we've had our sail all the way up, and we just spent the better part of 2 hours cleaning it.
I'd say closer to 3.
Maybe closer to 3 hours. So this is our clean sail, despite what it may look like, because it's been sitting in the Lazy Jacks here for many years. I personally feel really, really great about having our clean sail. And when we drop it in, we're gonna layer it nice and neatly, like a tiramisu. You layer it with the mascarpone and the whipped cream, and then the chocolate layer, and then the lady fingers, and then mascarpone, whipped cream. Same thing, but with the sail.
All right, that's what we'll do.
The day he decided to buy the boat, I remember talking to him like, hey, dude, this seems pretty intense. I think there's just a lot of work there. We're going to be renovating a boat. We're not just like getting a boat and going sailing. There's this whole renovation project, and there's just a whole ton of unknowns that we don't know. So, and a lot of the things he's asking me to fix, like I've never fixed before. So yeah, so this pump allows us to take the fresh water that we have in our water tanks and distribute it throughout the boat. If the pump works well, it's going to go back on this line into the bucket. So we're just going to circulate right here in a small little loop. Like, my goal is to keep this down in the bucket, and so no water will spray all over our electronics. Well, so it's not like we've been working just on this pump for a month. So see this like blue and red line right here? Yeah. So this is the hot and cold line to the entire boat. All the lines froze, and so they cracked, they burst. And so for the past month, we've been installing all these lines, which go to like our water makers and our showers and all the water on the boat. That was so anticlimactic.
All right, well, I'm seeing a lot happen.
Yay, it worked.
And it should have. It was brand new.
But we just don't have that last connection. We go to the store and see if they've got that 1.25 inch bushing, 1.25 to 1 inch bushing. Right now we're gonna hook the pump back up to our system, and we're gonna hope and pray that it works.
All right, go ahead, Graham.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider. The line that feeds the pump from our water tank could be cracked. So that if there's a crack in it, then the air is just getting in it, so the pump's just trying to pull water, but instead it's just pulling air. We just have to replace that line with a new one. And so, but we got it here. So really what we need is this T, this 1 inch T, and this reducer to 3/4. There you go, slip.
See if you find a 90, we could do that. All right, so we're just gonna cut this old pipe. Is where the water's feeding, so we're gonna cut it somewhere. I kind of don't like how close it is to the bottom of the floor there.
awesome. It smells like burning plastic. So I can use the primer on both surfaces, glue both surfaces, and then we'll put this.
That's the piece we bought.
Coupling, yeah, that's what we bought. The whole boat was plumbed in Schedule 80, and all this stuff cracked. Just hairline flat fractures or just busted all over the entire boat. Tight spaces, as they call it, boat yoga. Primer, all right. All right, that's that. That piece is glued on, so now we can just go PEX.
You know, people say boats are like really hard. No, it's a lot of maintenance, it's a lot of work, really expensive. And this is the combination of a boat and a startup company, you know, all together. So it's just difficult.
Yeah, this is we're still working on the water system. Yeah, we've been doing this for the last like month or more. We thought it was going to take 2 days, but it took about a month and a half. Light! Got the light. Sound effects are important when you're working by yourself in the engine room. If I cut this just right, it's going to fit right up in here, going into pipe 9 and then sliding down the tube to the thing and the other mother. Dude, I don't know if I can do it. What advice would I give to people who want to sail around the world? I mean, do it, yo. If that's your passion and that's what you're interested in, then just go do it. Don't let anything stop you, because there's people out there that are looking for crew, and there's always a spot for you if you like put yourself out there and you let people know that that's what you're trying to do. I need to get over there to the end of that tube with my body, with the cutters, with this, and with the crimper. Where's the crimper? This is crazy. If I can do this, I'm going to be very impressed with myself. And I'm going to take the rest of the day off. That's alright, I can see pretty well. Come on. Yes, the light is on!
Oh, there's a light, huh?
Headphones?
Alright, hold on.
Do you first.
Alright. I got it, thank you. We have one more piece. It's like this long, and then we're done. And then we should have running water, maybe. Blue light. Alright, one more. Bright blue light. Oh my god.
Can you bend that way?
I don't know.
Turn over. Roll, roll, roll. I got you.
Your foot's nice.
I know.
I know. Alright, so we're gonna turn this on, right? That's on.
Sure. We need to do the dishes.
Alright, let's see.
Five minutes later.
That's running water right there.
They did it!
Honestly, it's great. I mean, the water pressure is fantastic too. Dude, this is the first time we've had running water not hooked up to the dock.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. Big accomplishment.
I was thinking it'd be cool to go collect some oysters where we were yesterday.
Oysters, huh?
Yeah.
Let's go get some oysters, bro.
And maybe, you know, we can swim and get some oysters. We can come back here and have a dinner, have our meeting, and then...
Can we barbecue oysters?
Yeah. So yeah, we'll notarize things and ship them. They'll get there tomorrow. I think close on Thursday, tomorrow or Friday, the latest. My mother informed me that Mercury goes out of retrograde tomorrow. Print some papers and get them shipped to the courthouse right across the street. They do a notary over there. I need to print something and get it notarized. Kind of feels like a school. Sound check, sound check, sound check, sound check, sound check, sound check.
Can you say, I want to get this notarized?
I want to get this notarized. I was over at the bank. I was trying to get something printed and notarized. I'm buying a boat in the middle of the process, so it's 2 mortgages that I need to sign.
Just to go over to Printonics.
Printonics.
Yeah,
right over here.
Right up the road.
Just down that street. This is exciting. It's the first thing that officially goes to the Coast Guard that says the boat's name is Resilience. This name came about on the back deck, on the aft deck. I was thinking about, Kira and I were back there, but I was thinking about like how hard it's been to get this deal to go through and to, you know, work with the current owners, and the boat itself just needs so much work, and it was pretty overwhelming at times, still is. And then the boat itself, you know, otherwise, you know, with us removed, has been sort of through a lot and needs all this work. And so for some reason, like the word, I was thinking about like what it takes to like get there and like this whole thing, and resilience, just the word popped in my mind. I was thinking about it. Then I like looked up and was like, Resilience, that could be a good name. And Kira's eyes kind of lit up. She liked it.
It only took you 4 years to do this much damage to the dashboard?
Yeah, it's gone through the wash a couple times too.
Yeah, it appears that way. Are you bringing this boat to North Carolina or South Carolina?
Yeah, and then on through to Maine and then around the world.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a whole crew. We're filming the whole thing.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
We're there. So what's the name of your boat?
So we're changing it.
To
That's
what?
what this paperwork is. Resilience.
Resilience. So I'm going to put this on my bulletin board. I'm going to follow you guys.
Here, hold on, wait. I have this.
Oh,
sticker.
awesome.
So we have Instagram. We'll have a tracker. This guy's gonna be filming.
I
putting out
thrive on
videos.
stuff like this. You're all set.
Thank you.
All right,
Good
thank
luck.
you so
Be
much.
safe.
All right, pretty exciting. Notarized. Like San Juan shipping, like a San Juan shipping or mail. I need to find it here. Yeah, if we can get that overnighted to Linda, she'll have it, and we can, you know, get this thing closed. Well, hey, thanks. We're gonna have to have a beer at some point. Ooh. There it is. The bubbles. There we go. All right.
I think we're done with our part.
Nothing in my hands anymore. Let's go get some oysters. You want to come?
Alright, well,
See you there.
so just like he says it in such a short.
Go the way that we came from.
It's actually high tide, so we might have some trouble, which is why I brought my swimsuit. And we're gonna go collect oysters. We're gonna barbecue them up when we get them. This area used to be an old British Navy outpost back in like the 1800s. They were stationed here for a while. This walk is gonna be like.
The camera does to you.
Slow motion. Mushroom. We made it!
All right, I'm gonna show you some tools that we have. This is a classic. A lot of people forgot the name, but it's been used throughout history. I call this a hammer. We have a flathead screwdriver, a New England oyster knife, my oyster knife. This was given to me as a gift from a good friend and neighbor. It's high. Yeah, that's hard to get to right now.
These two.
It's pretty well embedded in the rock.
Just go in.
Ooh. Huge. Yeah. All right, so this is gonna take 2 bites, but
Is this this knife you gave me meant for prying the oysters off the rock?
no, it's meant for opening them.
Salt, water.
No, it tastes so much sweeter. It tastes creamy, sweet, a little salty.
Hey, oysters!
Somebody come and pull this. I think I'm gonna need help.
That'd be cool. That much for sure.
Here he is. Oyster number 1.
Oyster!
Thank you. So these are bivalves. They're in the mollusk family, along with cephalopods and gastropods. So that means they're closely related to snails and octopuses.
I mean, they're easy to spot.
That's right.
All right, there we go.
Gobble it up.
I mean, you can get
Immediately.
bites, but... How do you feel about it? Kind of salty. Tastes like the ocean to me.
What is that?
It's part of it.
It's part of it. You're okay.
Yeah, dude, it's worth it. Oh my god.
Yeah, oyster's good. Not like the fork and knife. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done before we can truly start a mission, and we hope you'll stick around for the entire journey. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe. If there's anything in particular you'd like to see, please share your ideas in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.